Welcome to Travelogue. I'm Mark Edwards, and over the next 2 episodes, we're going to take you on an adventure around Wuyuan County in Jiangxi Province. I'm here in Tsinghua at the site of the oldest covered bridge in China. I've been told that if you walk from one end to another, it'll bring you luck and prosperity. Let's go give it a go.
Our journey starts at this symbol of Wuyuan, the magnificent rural county situated in Jiangxi Province in southeastern China. Though not as well known as its more renowned neighbour Jingdezhen, it offers you, as a tourist, a whole host of activities and sights. The nearest airport to Wuyuan is Jingdezhen, so you can spend a bit of time checking out China's porcelain capital after you land. And then it's a swift hour-long bus ride to our destination. So much of Wuyuan is about nature, and with it comes those who have spent their lives in this environment. One such person is this local man, who sources all of his food from Wuyuan's natural habitats. He hunts for game and he makes his own honey. It's the ideal, rugged antidote to 21st century metrosexuality for all you ladies out there.
So we're up here taking a quick rest, and for all you sweet tooths out there, you might spot that little wooden casket behind, which is in fact to attract wild bees to come here and make honey, or create their honeycomb here. And the gentleman who set these up will come here and check that there's no ants or wires around, and then extract the honey. There you go. But I'm going to jump down here and take a quick breather on the highest mountain. Well, we're on our way up to the highest mountain in Wuyuan County, which stands at 1,600 meters, and it's called Dajiang Shan, which means mountain. I'm actually going to take a couple of minutes on this long trip for a bit of sun. Take a bit of sun. Whew.
The countryside around Wuyuan is home to some of China's most immaculate views. My personal recommendation would be that you would come here to witness the splendid countryside and also try out your own little village hop. You can buy ticket sets at Wuyuan capital town that give you access to several renowned villages, which are open to tourists. Go on your own or hire a tour guide, as I did, who can lead you around to the more unknown places.
So we're here at Dajiang, which is the highest village in the whole of Wuyuan County. But it's not only the highest village, but it's also a village that has very, very few tourists. And we're lucky because our tour guide is in fact from this village, and she's agreed to come and show us around. So Xiaolin, it's our tour guide.
With tourists being few and far between, it does manage to give you an insight into Chinese rural life, still untouched by modernity.
One of the things I love the most about China is that whenever you're welcomed into somebody's house, they can give you, that you can always expect a nice hot cup of tea, like I've been given by Xiaolin, so thank you very much. 谢谢, 谢谢.
In Dajiang, you'll feel like you've actually gone back in time, so it's somewhat of a surprise to find a small enterprise has been set up here. This might explain my rather overblown enthusiasm.
Hi. Now, you're probably wondering what this is, as I was about 10 minutes ago. I was explained that, in fact, this is used to boil bamboo. Now, why do you actually want to boil bamboo? I didn't know, and I had to ask, and in fact, it's to turn bamboo, which is, you recognize this, to change its color to white. Why turn it white? Now, I know I've got your attention, and you're wondering, you're kind of intrigued. Why would I want to show you this? Well, in fact, we're in a bamboo factory, but not a normal bamboo factory. And I'm going to get you even more intrigued if you follow me. Now check that out. It's carving characters into, and here's the big one, a unique special edition wine holder.
Well, apologies for my overexcitement, but it was hard to imagine a computerized engraving machine all the way up here. Every place in the world has its own tourist speciality, and Wuyuan is famous for its fish. It's time to see why.
Welcome to the fish kingdom, or more precisely, the fish ponds where all the locals get to keep their fish individually. Now, they've told me that they think their fish tastes a lot better here, and they've said it's because of the high altitude and the fact that the weather means that the water here is a lot colder. And apparently, fish that live in colder water tend to grow more slowly, which means that their meat tastes a lot better. Let me try the water to see if this is true. Not the taste, but for the water. Ah, boiling. Kidding. It's absolutely freezing. My fingers are about to fall off. Whew.
I head on back down the mountain road, praying that no big vehicle is going to be coming up the other way. Despite the roads being flat, they're also extremely narrow. Right, I'm going to be honest, I have ulterior motives for being in Wuyuan at this time. You may or may not be surprised to know that the motive is flowers.
Well, you can either say I'm lucky or unlucky. It's been about an hour since we left Wuyuan, and it's been raining on and off for all of that time. However, I am lucky because it's given the entire valley a mystical feel about it. If you actually look at the beautiful reservoir behind me, effervescent.
There's a flower that commands as much respect and interest as the fantastic traditional villages in Wuyuan. It's the rapeseed flower, often known as the canola flower. It is put to many different uses today, including the production of animal feed, vegetable oil for human consumption, and even biodiesel. In Wuyuan, the popularity of the rapeseed has a lot to do with its extremely short lifespan. Come at the right time of the year though, which is around end of March, beginning of April if you're wondering, and the entire county is covered in these beautiful yellow flowers for about 2 weeks. Though each season does have its own appeal. That said, it's almost worth the trip alone just to see the flowers carpeting the county in such a majestic way. As luck would have it, our week here just about coincides with the flowers in their final bloom before they wither away. We managed to get a quick glance before they get harvested to become something more useful than just looking pretty. Right, well I'm reliably informed that you can literally walk into almost any house in the villages around Wuyuan just to see what they look like inside.
Whoa. It's the kind of stairs you don't really want to be taking if you've had slightly too many glasses of Wuyuan or any alcohol for that matter. Really not that easy. Well, we've been very kindly allowed to come and see one of the houses in Qingyuan village, and as you can see, if you take a look around, this isn't your average living room. We've got a water collecting bowl here, and it's actually raining, so you can see it at work as we speak. And how many people can actually say that they've got meat hanging in the middle of their living room? Gives it a really sort of antique-y feel to it, I suppose, in a way. And here's the man who made it all possible, Mr. Zhang.
The sleepy village of Qingyuan is located about an hour northeast from the main town of Wuyuan. It's also the birthplace of China's most famous railway engineer, Jiang Tianyou. Huizhou architecture is the most distinctive ingredient of the regional personality, representative of the merchant class that was so prominent in this region of southern Anhui and northeastern Jiangxi during the Ming and Qing dynasties. Sleepy Village suits me just fine, as I'm looking to spend some time lazily strolling around. It's a perfect place to wander about, knowing you won't be disturbed. You can appreciate little things, such as the animals running around, or the fact that there seems to be no people here whatsoever. Qingyuan is much more peaceful than some of the other big villages in the county, so it's no surprise to be informed that the famous Hong Kong actor Chow Yun-fat was staying here the week before we were. I wonder if we were a week late, or he was a week early. Anyway, that's the beauty of travelling to relatively less known places. You never really know what surprises are in store.
So I've been walking around Qingyuan for quite a while now, and the most refreshing thing about this place actually is that there really feels like there are hardly any people here. There are actually more animals such as dogs and cows even, and chickens walking around. But if you want to spend a bit more time here, which I probably might do later on, you can stay in one of the lovely hostels behind me that only costs 30 kwai a night. What a bargain.
I finally catch a break with the weather. The air is fresh and the sun is out. Ironically, we found our first day of sun to be a perfect time to go and visit the town of Jialu, which is famous for its umbrellas. Located in the grounds of a beautifully restored former school, this umbrella factory is a delight to tour around. I'm not joking. I can't say that seeing how handmade umbrellas are produced was on my list of things to do before I die, but it's definitely an eye-opener. The craftsmanship and detail that goes into making just one of the umbrellas is astounding and thoroughly worth a quick peek. This is the backstage view of umbrella making, as I like to think of it. The umbrellas made here vary in price, from 50 to 200 RMB. You'll notice that the men are in charge of the structures, and the women of the daintier things such as sewing. The system works seamlessly. Here's another use for the bamboo besides the wine holder, as all the umbrellas are made from it. I found this to be a good spot to pick up an authentic Wuyuan